Hey guys, we got 2 days left till Christmas. Today we're gonna do some yoga to make you happy, and we have some different scenery today because I'm not in New York anymore. I'm in PA, so we have my sister's nice little tree back there that we can all look at. So let's do some yoga. What do you say? We're gonna start in down dog here. Just go ahead and find your hands and your feet. Just start to bend one knee, bend the other knee, sway your hips a little side to side. Just allow your body to ease into this here. And just once, use an inhale to lift high onto the balls of your feet, and an exhale to soften your heels right down here. Go ahead and tuck your chin in towards your chest. Start to round high into your plank pose. Go ahead and ease your knees down to the ground. Keep your hips up. Just open it up a little bit here. You can rock side to side. Maybe you want to look over one shoulder, the other shoulder here. And we'll press into our palms, just coming all the way back to your down dog, just lifting your hips all the way up into it here. And inhale your right leg up behind you. You can bend the knee, open up the hip, and arc that knee high and around to your right elbow. You can bend the elbow, make a shelf, or just hold and breathe. If you are making the shelf, maybe lean forward, that back leg can float up. And releasing out of whatever you got going on. Just inhale back to your down dog split. And exhale to swing your foot in between your hands for your low lunge. Press into your feet, inhale, lift to your high lunge. Exhale, twist the right arms open. Tip back to reverse here, and we'll spin open to our warrior two, face in the back of the room. So toes turn back here, just softening into this. Press into your feet, inhale, lift up your arms, lengthen up your legs, and exhale to your warrior two. Tip back to reverse here, lengthen out your front leg long, and tip it forward for your triangle pose. So bottom hand just hanging on your shin or your ankle, and just lean back, lengthen out in all areas. So warrior two, reach this top arm towards the back of the room, sinking through your warrior two, tip back to reverse, and tip it forward, extended side angle, elbow to thigh, reach that opposite arm forward, just open up here. Warrior two, again, reach that top arm towards the back of the room here, inhale, lift up your arms, lengthen up your legs, and turn back to your warrior two, face in the front here. Tip back to reverse this warrior, lengthen out your front leg long, and tip it forward for your triangle pose here, bottom hand just hanging out. And just relaxing your shoulders down your back. Warrior two, reach that top arm towards the back of the room. Rebend this front knee, sink in, tip back to reverse. And we'll tip it forward, extended side angle on this side. Just elbow to thigh, or maybe you want to slide your hand on the inside of the foot. Just whatever makes your body happy here. One more time back to that warrior two, just coming right into it. Tip it back to reverse. And we'll swing through to our warrior three here, just releasing your fingertips down to the ground. Pick up your back foot here. An airplane pose, reach your fingertips out to the side. Go ahead and press back in your back heel. Maybe you move around a little bit, so don't take this too seriously. If you fall, it's totally cool. And starting to roll up to stand here. Bring this left knee along with you. Give it a little squeeze at the top. And we'll come into our dancer, so just releasing that foot behind you. Stay easy in your knees at first. And just start to kick into your hand. See if you can lengthen and lift all at the same time here. Maybe you touch a Christmas ball. And just slowly starting to release out of this here. Give your knee a little squeeze in towards your chest. Big inhale to lift up here. And as you exhale, come right back to that airplane pose. So releasing those fingertips out to the side here. One more time, starting to roll up to stand. Bring this left knee with you. Give it one last squeeze. Inhale to lift you up. Exhale to dive you down. Handstand playtime. So just play in your palms a little bit here. And we'll just rock a little forward and back. So you can look forward and just take a little rock. Just rocking forward, soften back. Inhale to rock forward, exhale to soften back. One more time, inhale to rock forward, exhale to soften back. We'll go ahead and meet in a down dog here. So just coming back onto your hands and feet, bending one knee, bending the other knee, just swaying your hips a little side to side. And we'll do that whole thing on the other side. So inhale your left leg up behind you, bend the knee, open up the hip, and arc that knee high and around to the left elbow. Hold there or make a shelf, maybe lean forward and float up. Inhale that leg all the way back behind you here, and exhale to swing it through, low lunge. Press into your feet, inhale to lift to your high lunge. Exhale, twist the left, arms open. Tip back to reverse here, and we'll spin up into our warrior two, face in the back of the room, just turning your toes forward, softening in. Inhale to lift up your arms, lengthen up your legs, and exhale to your warrior two. Tip back to reverse here, front leg lengthens out, and tip it forward for your triangle pose. Bottom hand in your shin, and just open it up. Maybe you look up here. Warrior two, reach that top arm towards the back of the room, sinking through your warrior two, tip back to reverse, and tip it forward, extended side angle, elbow to thigh, or any other kind of arm variation you want to do with your hands here. Warrior 2, reach that top arm towards the back of the room. Use an inhale to lift up your arms, lengthen up your legs, and come back to your Warrior 2, facing the front of the room. And tip it back to reverse here, front leg lengthens out, and tip it forward for the triangle pose on this side. You can ease in your knees a whole lot so you can move around here. You don't have to be still. Warrior 2, again, reach that top arm towards the back of the room, sink through, tip back to reverse here, and tip it forward, extended side angle, elbow to thigh, hand inside a foot, or anything else that's just going to make you happy here. And Warrior 2 from here, reach that top arm towards the back of the room, tip it back to reverse. And we'll keep it going until Warrior 3 here. Fingertips tapping down, back leg floating up high. And airplane pose, reach your fingertips away from each other, just pressing back in that back heel. Maybe you move a little bit. And starting to roll up to stand, bring this right leg with you, give it a little squeeze at the top. And dancer pose, release that foot behind you, grab a hold of the inside. Stay super soft at first, and then use your breath. So the inhale is going to start to lengthen you out here. One more huge inhale. As you exhale, just releasing out of this, give that knee a nice squeeze in towards your chest. And we'll dive it down, airplane pose, reach your fingertips away from each other, fly a little bit. And starting to roll up to stand, giving this knee a little squeeze in towards your chest here. Big inhale. As you exhale, diving it down. Handstand playtime, another round here, just to move and breathe a little bit. So maybe on the inhale, you start to kick a little bit forward. And on the exhale, just softening in. Inhale to kick a little bit forward. Exhale to soften in. Last one, inhale to kick forward. Maybe get some air time. And exhale back to your down dog. Just making your way there, totally taking your time here. If you're back in your down dog, go ahead and tuck your chin in towards your chest, start to round high into your plank pose, and ease your knees down to the ground, open your chest up here, rock a little side to side. And child's pose, just release your hips back to meet your heels, sink into it, settle in your breath for a moment. And starting to roll up to sit here. Once you're sitting, just go ahead and sweep your right hand behind you, press into the palm, lift your hips up, reach that left arm towards the back of the room. And as you exhale, release your hips down, switch hands. Left hand finds the ground, big inhale to lift up your hips, reach that right arm back. And exhale to release your hips down. Release both hands down to the ground. Using inhale to lift up your hips. Maybe your hands stay on the ground. If you want to start to crawl them onto your heels, come to more of like a camel pose, you can always go for that. Just relax your head and neck. Gently starting to release out of this, just coming back onto your palms as you're on the heels. Release your hips down and come back to your child's pose. Just crawling your hands forward, softening in here. Maybe you sway a little side to side. From here, just coming onto your hands and knees. You start to roll around some cat-cows here. So that could be on the inhale, just open up your chest, looking forward. And on the exhale, just rounding your spine, looking towards your navel. So you want to start to rock your hips side to side, or maybe you bend one elbow, bend the other elbow. Just move around in your body and check in. See what's going on, see what feels good, and just go towards that. So we're going to meet in a down dog when you're ready. Just tucking your toes, big inhale to lift your hips all the way back into it. Softening your hips a little bit once you're there. And start to take a walk. Feet up to meet the hands. Just a nice little stroll to the front of the mat here. You're up there, just fold over your legs. Relax your head and neck. And head hanging heavy, arms hanging heavy. Slowly start to roll up to stand, one vertebrae at a time. Once your head comes over your shoulders, big inhale to lift your arms out and up. And big exhale to fold right back over your legs, just letting it go here. Maybe grab some opposite elbows on this one. Release your hands out of this here. Go ahead and plant your palms. Step back to your down dog. Once you're in your down dog, just use an inhale to lift your heels high towards the ceiling. And an exhale to soften them down. 2 more times. Inhale, lift your heels high. Exhale, soften. Last one. Inhale, lift them up. And exhale, soften. Go ahead and tuck your chin in towards your chest. Start to round high into your plank pose. And we're just going to be here just for a few moments. So you can not do this. If you don't want to, you can always drop your knees. But if you're game, just hanging out here just for a little bit. So the key to doing this is just doing it easy. So maybe you lift up one hand or lift up the other hand. Just keep the movement going in your body. You don't have to be still. That's what's going to make this hard. So if you decide that it's going to be easy, it's going to be easy. It's like anything in life. If you decide it's going to be hard, it's going to be really hard. So just breathe a little bit here. Listen to the White Christmas song. So we just got 1 minute here just to breathe and move. It's going to feel good to maybe lift up a leg And then lift up another leg. And lift up a hand. And lift up the other hand. And maybe so much that you just tip onto one side, just pressing into your left palm, lift your right arm up. You can always do that. If you're on one side, maybe you want to switch onto the other side, just pressing into the right palm, lifting the left arm up. And releasing back through center here, just coming back onto your palms. And just go ahead and sway in your hips. Everything's soft. So that any thoughts that you have just settle in your mind here about Christmas. It's almost there. Should be a happy time. So a few more moments here, guys. Alright, so just about 10 more seconds. So we're just going to lower down just for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press right back up to plank here. Exhale to lower halfway down. And back to plank. 3 more, halfway down. And back to plank. 2 more. Back to plank. Last one. And all the way up and back to your down dog here. Release your knees down to the ground. Release your hips down. And you're done. You're sitting. You're good. So, it's so close. It's only 2 days left till Christmas. Woohoo! So go ahead and do this routine. Get happy. Let me know if you have any questions. And I guess I'll see you tomorrow for the last day. Bye, guys.